What is up, guys? Welcome to a Straight Edge Wrestling news update. So this is a WrestleMania 36 news update. Obviously, you'll have seen a lot of things floating around over the last few days about the possibility of WrestleMania 36 being cancelled due to the coronavirus, the COVID-19 outbreak, which is happening throughout the world. And, well, you've seen the NBA, the NHL suspending games, the F1 suspending games or doing stuff or different sporting events doing stuff behind closed doors. The XFL, WWE's owned XFL, is hosting a game this weekend behind closed doors with no spectators. It's been quite common in Japan over the past couple of weeks to have no spectators or cancelled altogether. So there was a meeting in Tampa Bay earlier today with the mayor and other government officials, local government officials. Vince McMahon was reportedly in attendance earlier this afternoon with them. And it was essentially decided that they were going to put it into the hands of the WWE and that they will reconvene in a week's time if the WWE has not made any decision as to whether or not they're going to close the event or change the event in some way, such as do it behind closed doors, move it somewhere else, etc. Then the committee is going to reconvene in a week's time to make a decision of some kind or review matters. Obviously, they said that it may be taken out of their hands completely. It could be a federal government decision at that point if things continue to escalate. So I have a piece of video from the Hillsborough County meeting earlier today, and I'm going to send over to that now so you can see everything that the committee spoke about when discussing WrestleMania.
Back to major gatherings just for one moment. I'm being told that the WWE during their press conference just said they were going to take it under advisement and consideration. There's twofold here. This Sunday we have another Vipers game that the WWE owns, and then everyone's acutely aware of WrestleMania, where individuals will be traveling not only from around the country but even internationally. I guess my question is, if they don't take some type of acute action, will this board need to reconvene and when to make those types of decisions?
Well, Sheriff, yesterday we were on the phone with the mayor, Mr. Merrill, I don't know who else was on there, Rob Higgins, Eric Hart, Chantel Gakarada, and myself, and talking about that. We know that right now WrestleMania is out of about 3 weeks. And we came to the conclusion that at that point, right now, we don't want to pull that plug. However, we wanted to give it at least a week to see what was going to happen if the WWE was going to do anything at all. And if they don't, at that point, I would suggest that we do bring this body back together on an emergency meeting to discuss what we do at that particular point in time. Mr. Merrill or Mayor or anyone else on those first thoughts?
If I may.
I'm sorry.
And it's still, at this stage, it is still certainly a local decision, but the governor has just released that their advice is all local municipalities and private entities strongly consider limiting or postponing mass gatherings. And it's not an order, it's something that they advise. So it's the way things change so fastly. Just literally, while I was sitting here, I was made aware of that.
So it's not an order at this time?
It's not an order, but it's again I'm just making you aware. My whole point was here today was to keep you informed, not to.
Right, and I think too that as we've all discussed in the meetings that we've had, just as recently as this morning, that this is a very fluid situation and things are changing very quickly. And so the events that are scheduled for this weekend are being canceled. In the city of Tampa, we're canceling the River and Green, we're canceling the St. Patrick's Day Parade. So we're looking at that, looking at cancellation of some of the conventions that are coming next week, preparing for the kids to be out of school. They're going to go somewhere. So we're preparing for that as well. But I think to the point of Commissioner Miller, that we have 3 weeks, or some of these others a number of weeks. So dealing with what we have on our plate in front of us, I think is the best idea at this point.
Sure.
Commissioner Miller, if I may.
Oh, I must have said something wrong. The county attorney jumped up.
if I may add, any emergency order this board institutes, it only has a life of 7 days, so we're going to have to extend it at least 2 more times between now and WrestleMania, so you have time to consider it.
Okay. That's why the lawyer's here. Sheriff, did you have anything else you want to address on that?
No, Mr. Chair, I appreciate it. I just wondered what was the time frame that we would have to be able to make these types of decisions.
Right.
Thank you.
Well, they may make it for us. That's one thing.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, sir.
I thought what we just approved gave the county administrator the authority to be able to make that decision on whether that event would occur or not occur.
Did we?
No, that was for the health.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be a separate motion. What you approved was the authority to have me gather all of the relevant health authorities to develop the testing protocols.
Sounds good.
I don't think he wants to be under that gun. Mr. Johnson, you back up again, sir.
Well, that's it for now. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you. I'll keep on updating this as and when, heading over to Twitter and Facebook, and I'll keep you up to date with all of the breaking news as to this and many other things. I'll see you next time. We're out.